Championship matchup that almost no one expected. Two of the lower-seeded teams that had to overcome skeptics and doubters to get into the bracket, win a road game, then win 2 more rounds. And now, in this unlikely matchup, one team will emerge as a very surprising national champion here tonight. Welcome to SoFi Stadium, the home of the LA Rams and Chargers, right here in Englewood, California. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a playoff team from last year, Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And he's stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Oregon Ducks offense comes on the field first today. And here we are, folks, the last 2 teams standing, battling for a national championship. It's been a long regular season. They have survived a punishing playoff run, and here we go. The trophy is in the building. Who's going to walk out of here with a lifelong memory?
Chris, one of the great things now that we're in this 12-team playoff format and in the national championship is we no longer have to debate who should be the champ.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
For the first play of the game, the defense comes up with a turnover. Good job of mixing up their coverages, showing one look, going to another. I think they confused the quarterback. He puts it right into coverage, and they're able to capitalize. The offense gets a chance to start with a short field. First play. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
The Nittany Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Now moving the receiver now before the snap. End zone ahead. The ball is loose. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Well, they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Did he get there on the ground? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Chris, it's early in this football game, but the defense had a golden...
Hold up a second. The coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. The Nittany Lions pick up enough yards to get a fresh set of downs. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Second down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They draw first blood in this national title game.
Well, that is a textbook opening drive for this offense. Good job of blending the run with the pass. Had a little more success throwing the football, but when it became crunch time, they gave that ball to that running back, and he knows how to get the ball into the end zone.
Returner looking to make a play here. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Got the first down and still motoring. The tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James, throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. And they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
QB keeper all the way. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down at the 48. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Dropping back. It's Bryant. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and it puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The Ducks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught near the goal line. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal. And the Ducks will line up now. It's first and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Ducks! They begin to fight back here in this championship game. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. We saw that exactly on this score right here.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. The list goes on and on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't a score.
And there's the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And the Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. They bring him down after a short gain there. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. We'll take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And after a promising start, we hope that both teams will just continue with more of this action. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Takes off in a bootleg. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Penn State.
Boy, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver on this post pattern, a thing of beauty. Great throw by the quarterback coming off that back foot, and the receiver could not have run a better route.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
He finds some space. Past the 30. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Man, how much fun is this guy to be able to watch with the football in his hands? He's a quarterback, and he has that kind of speed. I think he's one of the fastest guys in the country, and he picks up some big yards here.
Quick completion to the tight end. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Back to pass. It's Bryant. The receiver grabs him.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Completion makes it 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
The Ducks are in the red zone. On first down, why not keep it on the ground?
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Dump off caught by the running back. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Ducks trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. To throw, it's Bryant. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Oregon! And this national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an level in the national championship. It's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
Point after, knocked right through. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48. They get to the line here in the no huddle. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. The back's got it. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Crucial third down play coming up. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
What a great route here by this tight end on third down. And the quarterback does a smart thing by looking for the big fella. Who's your best friend on third down? Of course, the tight end. And now we've got first and goal.
They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That's how you finish a play.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. To throw, it's Bryant. Catch made across the middle by the running back.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Short pass finds the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
And that game moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46. Ducks come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Looking to throw it on first down. The receiver makes the catch. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And looking to throw now on first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. And the Ducks with first and 10 here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this biggest stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Final seconds in the first half, they will just take a knee and head to the locker room. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. First play of the second half is a handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. So the running play stuck on first down. Brings up second and 10 from their 25. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Oh, and he did not get there. The defense rising up against this elite third down offense. The Nittany Lions will have to punt this one away. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. He'll field the punt. And the returner will be brought down. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Here comes a handoff. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. The receivers are bunched together. As a design quarterback keeper. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Running play called on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Oregon, to put them on top now.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. 21. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype for the final period. Let's check out the game stats. As we head to the final quarter of this showdown, we're going to find out who can really make the plays when it counts the most. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Throwing off play action. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. He's got it near the end zone. He will score. Touchdown, Penn State.
You talk about being in the zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
Max through the extra point. We are dead even here in the final quarter. And here's the return from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Oregon offense offense comes back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Scanning the field, it's Bryant. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made with the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Well, this quarterback puts it to the big man once again. And I tell you, the matchup with this tight end against this secondary, you know, if they put a corner on him, he's too small. If they put a safety on him, he's too slow. They've been able to find those one-on-one matchups and allow this tight end to have a monster game in the national title.
He's out. Here's second down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Now play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down. So the clock is stopped and we've reached the last 2 minutes here. The Ducks line up on 1st and 10 now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
They bring him down at the 11, but it'll be first down from there. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this.
Touchdown, Ducks! And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game was on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
Automatic on the PAT. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. It comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And the wideout goes in motion. Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Running through the tackle. They'll tackle him right at the 31. And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game. Final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? They'll look to throw it here on second down. It's a short completion to the tight end. And the gain just good enough for a first down. Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? Bringing pressure. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
At this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs give him as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
Grab behind the line. It's Sanders. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. On third down, he drops to throw. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness. Here we are late in a one-score game. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Maybe the last shot here. Quick throw over the middle. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. Fourth down. Fourth quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
And that'll do it. We have a national champion. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Oregon Ducks.